Once upon a time, there was a young boy named Surya. His parents had arranged everything he could ever need. A comfortable home with air conditioning, television, gadgets, and all sorts of luxuries. Yet Surya always demanded more. The latest phone, a bigger TV, a fancier game console. No matter how much he had, he was never satisfied. Worried about his growing greed, his parents decided to teach him a valuable lesson. One summer, they sent Surya to a remote village to stay with his grandfather. Unlike his home, the village had no luxuries. No TV, no air conditioning, just the basic necessities of life. Struggling to adjust, Surya became restless and unhappy. One evening, noticing Surya's frustration and discomfort, his grandfather gently placed a hand on his shoulder and said, "Surya, do you know why your parents sent you here? They wanted you to experience life without luxuries, to understand the real value of what you have. Let me tell you a story that might help you see things differently." Saying this, he smiled warmly and began the story. Once, King Sri Krishnadevaraya was traveling in a large boat along with his pet dog. The dog, seemingly uncomfortable, kept barking and creating a lot of disturbance. The king grew irritated, but despite everyone's efforts, no one could calm the dog down. Just then, Tenali Ramakrishna stepped forward and said, "Your Majesty, if you permit me, I can bring the dog under control." The king, desperate for peace, agreed. Without hesitation, Tenali Ramakrishna picked up the dog and threw it into the river. Terrified for its life, the dog struggled and swam desperately in the water. After a while, Tenali pulled the exhausted dog back into the boat. This time, instead of barking and running around, the dog quietly curled up in a corner, calm and silent. Astonished, King Krishnadevaraya asked, "Ramakrishna, what magic did you perform?" Tenali Ramakrishna smiled and said, "Your Majesty, in this world, most beings fail to appreciate the comfort they already have. They constantly desire more without realizing their blessings. When the dog faced real danger in the river, it understood how safe and secure it was in the boat. That realization brought gratitude and calmness." He continued, "Similarly, no matter how many comforts we provide our children, they may not truly understand their value. Sometimes, we must show them the struggles of those who live with little to make them appreciate what they have and understand the value of hardship." Hearing this story, Surya felt a deep realization awaken within him. He understood that he had been taking his comfortable life for granted. From that day, he decided to change his attitude, appreciate what he had, and stop constantly chasing after more. True happiness doesn't come from having more, but from valuing and being grateful for what you already have. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more heart-touching life lessons. And always remember, true happiness begins when we start appreciating what we already have.